Let's get our rush block started with Blake Matthews in this morning for Cheetah Craft.
Happy Friday, everybody. TGIF, we have made it. You know what? You're going to need the jackets once again for today. A chilly start. Temperatures in the 40s this morning, only warming up into those mid-50s for daytime highs. So we're not quite done with winter yet. It is 49 degrees at Hobby Airport this morning. Same in Sugar Land in West Columbia, 44 in Conroe, 40 in College Station. You get the idea. It's a chilly start. Visibility is not too bad out there. In fact, even Bush Airport this morning now back up to 4 miles. So you shouldn't see too many issues out there on your way into the downtown area this morning. Satellite, despite the clouds, not much rain out there, and that goes for the entire state. Temperature forecast for today, only mid-50s, Steph, so we shouldn't see a big warm-up heading into Saturday.
All right, Blake, thank you. Here's the big talker in traffic as we kick off the 6 o'clock hour. Downtown Katy Freeway westbound lanes as you head towards the West Loop. You've got trouble in the center lane. An HPD officer was traveling, just doing his routine, and noticed that some rebar was sticking out of the concrete there. He parked behind it so no one would go over it, but then called TxDOT out to the scene so that they could do some emergency repairs. So you have that going on. It's crunching down traffic for about 2 miles already. So a couple of alternates you want to take, Washington or even Memorial Drive. And then we will take you to the Gulf Freeway now, where we've got a huge construction project going on this evening. That's where we find our Michelle Choi. And what a headache, Michelle, for drivers in League City.
Yeah, Steph, you know, no one likes being stuck in traffic. That's why you really got to feel for the folks living here in League City, because they'll soon be dealing with a major traffic pain. That sign over there is on the FM 646 bridge, which connects League City over the Gulf Freeway, and soon it's coming down. Starting at 9 tonight, in order to make that happen, TxDOT will be closing 2 northbound lanes here on I-45 for about 3 hours. It's phase 1 of a 6-month-long project. Take a look. Here's what the bridge looks like now and what it will look like once it's completed. The project will be done in phases, and FM 646 will eventually go under the freeway. The end goal of all of this, well, TxDOT says, is to pave the way for less traffic and a wider freeway. Now, guys, 646 should be reopened later this fall, but the entire project won't be completed until sometime next year. Here is some good news, though. Traffic on the southbound side of I-45 shouldn't be impacted other than some looky-loo delays. If you need more details, just go to our website at khou.com. Guys?
Michelle Choi live for us this morning. Thank you very much.
It's 3 minutes after. Janelle Ford continuing the rush block now with some breaking news. Those 2 missing girls we've been talking about all week, they are home safe this morning.
Janelle's live at Owens Middle School in A-Leaf. Janelle, do we know how they were found?
Well, Russ and Lisa, I spoke with private investigators. They say that a woman recognized those 2 missing girls from news coverage on them. They're not saying where exactly she spotted them, but they say she saw them. She somehow convinced them to get in her car, tell her where they lived, and then she dropped them off at home around 9:30 last night. Now, since then, those girls, they've been safe and sound. Investigators say that that woman that found them, she wants to remain anonymous. At this point, they don't believe the girls were kidnapped. They're pretty sure the pair ran away. 13-year-old Mary Tran Lee and 12-year-old Tiani Granja were last seen leaving their homes for school Tuesday around 7:30 a.m. The pair of best friends and 6th graders at Owens Middle School. They were gone for more than 2 days, and people from all over pitched in to help find them, from social media shares to word of mouth. Now, this morning I made a call into HPD to try and get more information about where those girls were while they were missing. But the good news is this morning, those girls, they're back home, and we'll have to see what's next with this investigation. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, we're glad they're home, Janelle. Thank you. Check this out. Damage in a bad crash overnight. That's a pickup truck that smashed the whole front end of an HPD SUV. As you can see, they're just ripped off in that wreck. This happened at the intersection of Gessner and Westview in Spring Branch. We can tell you this morning the officer and the other driver are both okay.
Your rush block continues with the day's other big stories, starting with the grandmother shot and killed in her driveway.
The family of a murdered grandmother of 3 says they need answers. Leticia Martinez was shot and killed in her own driveway in East Houston Wednesday night. She was a volunteer teacher's aide, and neighbors say she had no enemies. Why she was targeted is a mystery.
President Trump is back at the White House after his summit with Kim Jong-un. The U.S. says the North Korean leader offered to dismantle a key nuclear facility if the U.S. would lift all economic sanctions.
We cannot give up our demands for a denuclearized North Korea.
But the North's foreign minister says his country only asked for a partial easing of sanctions. The president's former attorney, Michael Cohen, returns to Congress next week. He'll testify in another private session with lawmakers. The announcement comes after Cohen finished his third day of testimony. A transcript of that closed-door testimony is expected to be released after a Justice Department review.
On the other side of this fence, you'll see Uber and Lyft drivers, but people are telling me that they're being ignored by these same drivers, all because they're waiting for the surge to kick in.
That is your Rush Blog. Today's big headlines from here in Houston and around the world. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood. You can tweet us with the hashtag HTownRush.